forget how short these belts are in these E36s, or maybe I just forget how fat I am. There is Nicola Connor. What do you say? Yeah. Drive carefully. Speed cameras on the M62. See you later. So that is Nicola Connor, Snake, baby, and AJ, who is 93 years old. They are heading off, and I am heading off. I'm in the E46 M3 today, next in the Clubsport. We've got a few things to do. We're going to try and squeeze in a visit to the Motorist in Yorkshire. So we are in Yorkshire obviously now. There they go. In fact, actually, let's roll with them. Let's go. So let's go and drive. I've got to go and pick up some replacement parts from Clean Your Car for my DAS 6 Pro, which has gone on the blink, and that's in another video, the Range Rover video, where I'm trying to do some paint restoration and some wet sanding. That has been held up by the fact that my DAS 6 Pro decided to go on the blink and actually now won't work. So I did quite a bit with my 3-inch, no jokes, and yeah, that Range Rover's a big car, so it's taking me too long. So it's time to go and try and get my DAS 6 Pro working. If I can't get it working, I'm going to buy another DA of that size. I'm not quite sure which one to buy. It would be good to buy stuff that I can do some videos with. I'm thinking about setting up a detailing channel as well, but obviously I've only got so much time to edit the videos, and I guess it depends on what you guys want to watch. Just to run through what's happening with my DAS 6 Pro, it stopped working. I thought it was a loose connection. They obviously quite often break at the rear of the cable, cut that off, about 9-inch, still didn't fix the problem. I rewired the trigger mechanism, still didn't fix the problem because I thought they may be loose. The brushless motors do look a little bit worn, so we're going to replace those, and there's maybe the speed control as well, which could be another issue. So there's a few things, but we're going to try and get it fixed. But obviously, being in the middle of doing the Range Rover, it was an absolute and utter nightmare, I've got to be honest, because yes, I wanted to try and get as much work done as I could with that. I ended up using the 3-inch. It's not quite as fast as using the bigger device for obvious reasons, so it just created mayhem, and I couldn't really find where to get the motors from. And one of the guys in one of the detailing forums, Harris from up in Newcastle, told me that these guys do them. I checked on the website, searched for them, the search function, didn't find them. He sent me a link, realised I've got them, spoke to a guy at Clean Your Car, which was Dominic. It was really helpful. I'm in Yorkshire, and he said, look, if you're not that far away, I'm about maybe 30 mile away, he said, come on through and I will sort you out and we'll get you some replacement parts. So that's where I'm heading now. Let's get these replacement parts bought, and hopefully it works. And when I get back up to the northeast, we can crack on and finish this Range Rover, because I want this looking cool. Ideally for Monday. Then we've got to decide what we're going to do with the Range Rover, because obviously once we've done all of the stages, 2 wet sands, compound and refining, I've got to decide how to protect it. Now, I think if I sell that car, most people are not going to use it as a daily driver. It's a limited edition Range Rover, and it's ludicrously expensive to run in fuel. It's 4.6 V8 and it weighs a ton. Well, it actually weighs a lot more than a ton, but you get what I mean. So I think I'd like to show wax it. Ceramic is great, and we'll give it a nice wet look as well, but again, if you're going to daily drive it, that makes a lot of sense in terms of just ease of washing it and keeping it clean. But I think most people will probably prefer not to do that. I'm not going to be able to make that car perfect without painting it, and I don't really want to paint it, so we are going to see how far we can get with this. Nearly there, guys. Honestly, I've been through some really narrow roads driving to here today. This is kind of in a really middle of the nowhere location. It's a really strange way. I came off the M62. So Clean Your Car, guys, you must sell a lot online, because wow, this is quite hard to get to. So guys, I've just been in to Clean Your Car, and Dominic has very kindly given me a couple of these. So a big shout out to Clean Your Car. If you guys are looking for some detailing products, give these guys a call. They are Yorkshire folk, and they are honest, so they will tell you what products they think will work well and what won't. We're going to have a drive over to the Motorist. Fingers crossed this fixes my DAS 6 Pro. If not, I'm going to have to order a new machine. Let's go. Oh, this squeaking roof is driving me mad. The joy of the S50 engine note soon came to a halt on the M62. Mayhem on the A64, but we soon arrived at the Motorist. Having driven past this place a few times but never having called in, I have to say I was pleasantly surprised at how big it was. Lots of buildings, lots of car parking. Go and have a look and see what this place is all about, and let's try and find a cafe because I'm absolutely starving. This is a showroom with the cafe and restaurant over there, and obviously trying to get the family organised takes more time than it should. The wood looks fantastic. This glazing across the front of the restaurant area and conferencing suite up above also looks superb. We did have an incident here where AJ wasn't paying attention after walking around the back of me and managed to trip over the small ledge. Fortunately, between the pair of them, she caught herself. Look at that. That is sure-footed, almost like an Audi Quattro. Once inside, this place looks superb. This is a cafe and showroom. There was around 10 or 12 cars in there. A beautiful Lotus Cortina you can see, 1275 GT Mini, there was a very nice Rolls Royce, but we decided to eat in the restaurant. Whilst I was tempted by the £70 steak, I decided to go for a burger. You can see they've spent some money on this. The timber looks superb. The glazing is really light, really airy. Vintage cars.
A V8. A V10. A V10.
Get started, Jim. What have you ordered? Chicken burger?
Yeah. Thank you.
That was pretty good, that night, to be fair. At this point, I'll make many excuses because my camera batteries had ran out and my microphone batteries had run out. But essentially, I'm harping on about how much I enjoyed the Motorist. I thought it was absolutely superb. Really, really liked it. I can see it being a great place for events, and I think it'll do really, really well. I guess they've got a certain audience there, which is probably towards a slightly older end during the week and non-event time, but well worth a visit.